in. There without the prep period's over. 3, 2, 1.
We have Nagoya coming in nice to the repair center. And it seems that one of Roberto...
Torino's blue standard 4 is not able to leave the base zone. And man, I caster cursed him in a good way. That was good, chat. We take those.
We take those.
Torino now both their robots across the line, purchasing projectiles. Still a little slow on the menu. I've been doing this whole embarrassing, stumbling monologue over my own words, and during this entire time, Torino has still not purchased. There we go. Projectiles coming across for the balancing standard 3. They've got to get that sped up. As their sentry fires a volley, I'll say, kind of towards a red robot. I'm not going to call it CV yet. We'll see what happens. A lot of projectiles coming across from both sides. The driven robot's not taking too much damage, but Torino's sentry, the target of most of the projectiles, as Nagoya focused on that first objective. Look at this snipe position from Nagoya.
They are taking some damage from Roboto right now.
Nagoya's standard level 3, though, to the level 1 standards on the side of Torino. That damage they've dealt to the sentry, benefiting them in more ways than one, but Torino going to catch up with XP by using that central buff. Both robots ticking across to level 2.
Nagoya just bought some more hero ammo, and they're using their hero very aggressively, which is not something I expected, not something I've seen that much.
Yeah, blue standard for Torino does go down, and first blood coming across for Nagoya. Their base, the base of Torino now vulnerable but shielded. Nagoya continued to be the aggressor in this match.
And blue sentry is only half health, which could make it much...
Keep an eye on it right here if it's able to take a peek. It does! Look at that! Torino having one of the first truly functional sentries that we've seen in the weekend. Firing at these red robots. Firing a little low, sure. But it is firing... You can see it pausing every time it sees one of these bots. There it is. Peeks it around the corner. Launches some projectiles. It's scanning kind of slowly, but hey, excellent job from Torino. Their computer vision team has got to be proud as they have one of the most functional sentries we've seen so far today.
Exactly. A working sentry just slows down the game a lot, actually. It's really nice to see. Like, it could give a very competitive advantage for a team that might be down a robot.
In the pilot seat of the balancing standard for Torino, they're doing a good job of keeping their wheel forward. But now they've got to turn as they run back to base, and they're out. Getting up from that position can be difficult because of the torque required in those motors. We'll see how it goes. Not even a problem.
And Nagoya's almost taken out their sentry. Oh, they just did.
Sentry for Torino falls, exposing the base to damage.
Now, this is the time we see most of those robots really just take a lot of hero ammo and then go out and destroy the base.
Nagoya and Torino in a crunchy 1v1 here, but blue standard 4 doesn't actually have projectiles. He's got to get out of dodge quick. Blue standard 3 shuffling in. That was a really nice trade-off there, but as you've stated, the hero for Nagoya is sitting in the back of the base. The standard for Nagoya kept them occupied long enough, and the hero takes out Torino.
That's a red victory.
Great job from both teams. Nagoya kind of using a tricky strat there. Torino thought they had the upper hand. I thought they had done a great job juggling the combat there in the center, but as balancing standards, firing that advantage position, see if they can bring it back on round 2.
Right. So Nagoya going for the early start, but again, Torino is a little bit slower to get to the supply zone.
Keep an eye out on those projectiles. Nagoya already has that first 100 projectiles loaded up and ready to go. Ooh, you can see the sentry there from Torino. Not gonna let you peek.
It's a little bit slow though, so they could always just time it a little bit, but it's always when it faces, it's gonna be scary.
Yeah, face checking that corner is always going to be a little bit nerve-wracking for Nagoya, as we're now in the pilot seat of that balancing standard once more. Unfortunately, blue standard 4 falls.
And they already got the first blood.
The sentry for Torino firing a lot of projectiles, trying to hit red standard 3, but red standard 3 is just in the corner. And now the sentry switches, doing a great job juggling between targets, and does about half damage to red hero 1.
Blue standard 4 is really low HP, and so is blue standard 3, so they really need to go back to that supply zone and like heal up a little bit
Yeah,
at least.
unfortunately, Torino, all three of their bots taking quite a bit of damage early in the match, means that the XP lead is once again going to heavily favor Nagoya.
However, the hero for red is very low HP, and if they're able to take that down,
It's
that's a
really
lot
close.
of XP, and it also be gone for a long time.
Oh, come on. Nagoya gets back to base with probably 3 HP. Level 5 coming across for Torino. You can see blue standard 4 taking some shots there. Nagoya engages their Beyblade spin.
Did their sentry just move?
Torino now once again 2v1 in the center. Trying to contest for that center. They're able to get the XP bonus. It's going to catch them up quite a bit on levels. Their hero, or their second standard, where the hero would be actually ahead. So now we have a level 7 and a level 8, or level 10 and a level 7 versus a level 10 and a level 3. Torino making this one close. They've got to chip away at that sentry. The Nagoya sentry also firing back. This is our first match with 6 functional robots. Shout out to Nagoya and Torino.
But they are getting a little bit of damage, but they just need to get a little bit more done.
Those hero projectiles getting awfully close to the balancing standards armor panels. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. We're halfway through. It's sentry health, still the win condition at the moment.
Torino just has to be a little bit more aggressive and just attack that sentry together.
The sentry of Torino trying to defend itself, but now falls below 200 HP. Both teams emptying their bank. All of the gold spent. Torino notably with more projectiles here in the standards because of the investment into the hero. The hero for Nagoya could just go for the base shield, but with only 6 projectiles, it wouldn't really be worth it.
Oh, the hero is actually doing a little bit of attacking.
Torino getting a better hand of the exchange. They're now fully leveled up. We're able, this is as good as it gets. 2 level 10 standards. This is your final end game.
They need to be aggressive right now.
Yeah, that hero's just going to catch up.
They need to.
Torino is full build. They've got to push as their sentry falls. That hero's going to start to take base shots.
And their sentry fell. They need to. At this point, they need to focus on protecting their base. Just to stall a little bit of time to get their sentry.
I don't think you can push the enemy until you've taken out the hero from Nagoya. But unfortunately, the hero from Nagoya already in position, chunking through the base. 1,200, 1,000, 800, 600, 4, 2, 0. That's another red win for Nagoya, but an excellent showing from both teams. Let's get some crazy claps in the crowd. 6 robots on the field, all launching projectiles, all fighting well. Excellent driving.
That was so much closer.